Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. I'm going to share some things about these things called SuperGrains. You know, these type of things that you go through the supermarket. You might see the big bulk bins of stuff if you walk down the natural health food aisle or something like that. But you know, as I'm reading you know, things like Men's Health or surfing on the web, you know, I come across a couple things. One is called quinoa. I actually, you know, have it in a little Hillary has a lot of Tupperware, so we have it in a special container, nice little label here. This stuff called quinoa. I'm going to tell you about it because, to tell you the truth, as you're starting and going and getting healthy, fit, trim, etc., you start to look at alternatives of, you know, what can I put into my diet that replaces, you know, how can I make a pizza a little bit more healthy? How can I do these other things? And, you know, I love white rice. How, you know, I can go to brown rice. But what are some of the other things? And so you start to kind of learn some other things that are out there, and some things seem like they're out there. It's like, oh my gosh, what's this stuff? Quinoa? How do you pronounce that? Whatever. And there's this other stuff that I recently bought. Amaranth is what it's called. So, you know, I'm going to tell you a little bit about that stuff in a little bit, you know, because these are considered what they call super grains. And, you know, as I was, as we always talk about Shakeology and having all these superfoods in there, you know, it's like, well, there are obviously plants and things out there that have such amazing properties to them that, you know, are just beyond the health benefits of the regular food, I suppose. So I'm out there to explore and see what it is and see if it works for us and can we blend it in. So, you know, we're out there. Oh, speaking of Shakeology, been sending out a lot of free samples. You know, I got my little kit here, and I've been sending out a lot of free samples to people. But while I was sending things out for free, I'm going to tell you at the end how you can get your own free Tony Horton book. I just finished this. It's a good reminder on a lot of things, and these two grains are mentioned in this book. So very, very cool. I'll share that with you. I am not going to be an expert on these grains or even claim to do it. You know, I'm going to say go and Google yourself. No, not you Google yourself, see if you come up there. No, Google for yourself to check out these grains. And, you know, as I'm looking at them, like, well, you know, quinoa, it's you know, it's like these little pellets. But it's a great replacement for rice. I'll bring the camera over and show you a little bit. I'm not going to take you through a whole Rachel Ray segment, but I'm going to tell you what I typically do with this stuff. But it's got a lot of a protein value to it. And so it's you know, it's kind of a super grain is what people call it. I'm reading word for word here. And it just has all these extra benefits, and it has all of the essential amino acids in there. And then it also has a lot of other things: B6, thiamine, niacin, blah, 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 all these other things. Go and wiki it or find out from anywhere on Google. But we're really liking this stuff. What we do is we buy the Bob's Red Mill stuff. I'm sure that there are other Nature's Harvest or whatever out there. Sometimes we hit the bulk bin at Natural Foods store, and we'll take and grab some, you know, some of this low sodium chicken broth, and we'll do like a couple of cups of the chicken broth and then a cup of the quinoa. And we'll pour it into, you know, just a little pot. You know, we could also use a rice cooker to do that. And we go in and we will make quinoa and use it. We'll either use it as a side for, you know, like in place of rice, or we will take and mix it in with. Sometimes we'll grill up some, well, actually, not grill up. We've gone on to like allrecipes.com. If you look up for a chicken quinoa recipe on there, we'll add, you know, peppers and onions and zucchini and sliced up little chicken breast chunks. and some garlic in there, and then we'll just saute that up on a pan and put that on top of the quinoa or mix it together, however it is. And really, just a protein-packed, nutrient-dense dinner that's quite filling. And so we absolutely love that stuff. But I've also bought this thing called flaked quinoa and use it as have a breakfast. They actually have like almost instant, kind of like your instant oatmeal packs. There's a company out there that makes like an apple cinnamon quinoa, or a little cinnamon raisin, whatever it is. And so that's been fun, but I've bought those. But I've even taken this before and just, gone through, rinsed it. I guess you're supposed to rinse some of them using a strainer, and gone in and just added a little bit of blue agave to it and maybe a little bit of cinnamon, and had it either as a dessert or addition to my Shakeology breakfast or whatever it is. Very, very good stuff. And so we buy the organic kind. Costco happens to have a big bag of organic as well. But it's been one of those nice foods to add into our eating. Amaranth, let's go to that. A little more powdery type of thing, and I'm still discovering that. I need to go in. I bought the grain of amaranth, and I need to go in and discover a little bit more. Made my first batch, just did it with water and stuff. Almost like a cream of wheat consistency, not the grains, or almost like a rice type of thing, but more of a cream of wheat consistency. And so wasn't quite sure, that was the first try, wasn't quite sure where that was going or where it needs to be. Now, I know that they do have amaranth flour, and I with actually, of all the SuperGrains, supposedly of all the health benefits packed into one grain, amaranth is the top of the list. I think buckwheat is in there, and millet. Other things I've not tried, but these are all these foods that you never knew about, or maybe you've heard about but never tried. I encourage you to get out there and experiment. It's fun to, while you're healthy and fit, just to kind of say, I need to find a different way, another food that may replace this, or to just get out there and try. Those bulk things are pretty cool because you can just get just a little bit of it, and you don't have to commit to buying a huge bag that go, oh, this isn't for me. But you can try a little bit and put it in there and say, yeah, I'll go for this. Let's put this in there. With the amaranth, I know that they've got flour out there, so that you can get all the health benefits and make pancakes and make other, I think they use this in a lot of breads, salads, other things that you can put in, use this for, as I'm doing some more research. So computer's your friend, and so are these SuperGrains. So I wanted to share that with you today. The deal with Tony Horton's one-on-one book, mainly making it for an April deal. Hillary came up with the idea. I was really liking the book, and she said, why don't we give this away to people? So here's a link here so that you can get all the details on doing that and giving that, getting yourself a free Tony Horton book. It's not signed or anything like that. Well, I suppose I could sign it. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Perry Tinsley signed Tony Horton book? Pretty neat. Anyway, I'm going to send you one of those in April. You can check out all the details and then enjoy that. So, hey, get out there, get healthy, get your SuperGrains on. Remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.